Hello, I hope that you're having an amazing day, night, afternoon, whenever you're watching this masterclass. My name is Alicia Brooks, and I am the CEO of Brand Equally You and Brand Equally You Academy. And I'm so excited that I get to share time with you. And so I want you to get your pen, your paper, your taking notes, your device, whatever you want to use to get ready for this particular masterclass. I'm building your brand unique brand brilliance. So let's get started. Let's look at me sharing my screen so that you are able to see what we are going to do here. And I'm excited. I know that a lot of people are challenged with knowing what your personal brand is in relation to your business brand, and what does that look like in terms of building and growing. And so I want to share with you on this afternoon. So I'm going to give you the introduction. I'm going to define what personal branding is, developing what that looks like, and designing what that looks like. All right. Now, I am a mother to one amazing son who is 29, and he is married and plays professional basketball overseas. He is in Japan right now with him and his wife. And I'm a businesswoman, entrepreneur. I have been a business owner for just about as long as he has been born. So about 29, 30 years, because I was all into it. When I first got started, I knew at 15 that I am supposed to be doing this. And so I'm excited to share my story with you. I am a nonprofit founder of BU Global Foundation, which assists women and young girls dealing with mental health challenges in relation to domestic violence, sexual assault, and human trafficking. I am a lifestyle catalyst, mentor, author, international speaker, trainer, coach, consultant. I am a sister, a daughter, a friend, and I have a passion for women and young girls. So welcome and thank you for spending time with me. I do not take this lightly, honestly. I'm here to always engage, empower, and educate everyone I come in contact with. And so essentially I say, women come to me to redefine, redesign, and reset their life, find their voice, their power, and purpose, to showcase their brilliance to the world through my brand unique brand experience and transformation. I get to do this and I absolutely love it. So I always love quotes and affirmations, and you'll see that. So change what you believe about yourself so you can change what the world believes about you. You control your own destiny. You control your own personal brand. You get to do that every single day. And so when I look at defining what your personal brand is, I want you to remember that you wear your brand every single day. So wear it well. No one can represent you better than you. Now, who are you? First of all, we ask ourselves this question: who are we at our very core? What moves us? What empowers us? What makes us mad? What gets us excited? What do we get to do that we absolutely love doing? And on the inside, we are the core beings, and we're becoming everything that we want to become. And so what are you doing right now that you're not getting to shrink back because you absolutely love it? Well, I always get asked this question: what is your why? And people ask me, what is your purpose? What is your why? I know mine off the top of my back, off the top of my head. I know in my heart, I know in my spirit, I know in my soul what I am born to do. I knew that at 15 when I was walking around high school with my entrepreneur magazine, my Black Enterprise, Ebony, Jet, all of them. And I'm like, this is what I'm born to do. And so I know my why. Although my why continued to evolve, just as yours particularly will too. I want to ask you, What gets you out of bed and pops you out of bed like toast every morning because you get to do this? That's your why. That's what you live for. That's your dream life, right? Now, I want to set the stage straight. So, what do you think personal branding is, and what and why you need one? So, first of all, your personal brand is all about your purpose. It's about your voice and your power. It's what you get to stand tall and firm into. And then why do you need one? You need one because it truly defines who you are. It's essentially your reputation, and you must control it or someone else will. You own your superpower. And so you get to truly walk in your own superpower and branding brilliance. So personal branding looks at your personal brand, what it differentiates you from the competition by showing your unique proposition, your unique offer. It tells people exactly who you are, your style, your value you bring out into the world, and how you want to show up and stand out. So essentially, it's all about who you are from the inside to the outside. And when we look at our personal brand, you're looking at the confidence and your self-esteem, and you can only go as high as your self-esteem will allow you to. A lot of times we wonder why we're not succeeding, why we're not doing things. That's because we are dealing with something that's holding us back, and our self-esteem is the way to let that out. And so when it comes to developing your personal brand, I always work with clients who see the greatness in themselves. They don't know how to bring it out. And so when I get to work with them, it's like, wow, this is amazing, because I take you through the process of looking at your core values, your personality, and everything from the inside. And so your personal brand is really about your personality. It's the boldness about you, or it's the quirkiness about you. It's how you see things, your perspective. It's your character. It's your values. It's the vision and mission you have for yourself, for your life, how you want to leave a legacy. And it's creating an epic experience every single time someone encounters you, when you are walking in your purpose, on the job, doing your business, working with whomever, whatever it is, they're going to have an epic experience because they encounter you. And I try to do that every single time, because I want to leave people empowered. I want to leave people engaged, and I want to leave them educated on what it is that I absolutely love doing. Now, of course, we are humans, and who we are emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and how do you see yourself? How do you see yourself matters. Emotionally, spiritually, mentally, those things really build up the essence of who you are. So how you see yourself based on those three things, and how the world perceives you. Those are two different things. How you see yourself and how you want to show up in the world, and what you're putting out there and how the world perceives you. Those are two different things when it comes to your personal brand. You get to own that, or you get to allow other people to control that. And hopefully you don't do that. So I've created my unique brand blueprint, where I have put together my own thought process, my methodology around building your personal brand. And my tagline is be and live your brand. And so I took the live because that is what is on the inside and out. And so L, I'm going to go a little deeper in this. L is for lifestyle. It's your story, your message. It's how you show up, being and becoming. The I is your inner power. It's your inner voice. It's your mindset. It's your awareness, your character, your sacred space. The V is for vitality, because you have to have some liveliness. You have to have a personality, remarkable energy, and truly living your truth. And then the E is for the external influence, which looks at your appearance, your identity, your image, and your network. All right. And so looking at the L, we're looking at your lifestyle. Who are you? What is your personal brand, your message is saying to the world? How do you really want to show up every day being yourself, being your true, authentic self, mind you? And what's the perception of the lifestyle? Because people look at who you are, what you drive, what you look like, the clothes you wear, where you live, who you work out with, what you do. Like, they're looking at your whole entire lifestyle. And so your brand is based on how you live. It's your authentic bits and pieces about who you are. And that is the vital part of your brand. Now, the I think this is the very, 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 very biggest vital part, because everything starts from the inner person. Everything starts from your inner power, which says your mindset is everything. If you have a negative mindset, you're not going to get too far. If you have a positive mindset and you are grasping at things and you're looking at things and you absolutely love life, your mindset, that is going to take you further along than anything else. Your emotional intelligence, that is key. That's huge when it comes to your personal brand. And having the aware of your energy. What energy are you putting off? When people encounter you, is your energy negative or is it positive, right? So you want to look at all of these things, because your character, your core values, your self-esteem, your confidence, your beliefs are all shaped inside of your inner power. And your inner power is what guides you. Your inner power is the strength that keeps going, that keeps saying, I gotta do this. This is going to happen. And the mindset, your affirmations, you believing in yourself. I can stay on this one all day long, but know that I go deep in when it comes to your inner power. V is for vitality. I love this one because we are all unique in our own way, and having a vibrant personality, a personality that attracts people to you, that it brings and draws people to you because of your energy and your personality and your warmness, versus repelling them with negativity, repelling them with your negative energy. You don't want that when it comes to building a personal brand. Of course, we have a choice to change that. That's totally up to you. But be open to growing, learning, having new experiences is the key. Because we don't want to go through this world bored. We don't want to go through this world just haphazardly, like life is just happening and we're not controlling it. So you want to have a vital life, one that means something, one that's bold, one that's brand unique, because your own brand uniqueness brings about your energy, your tenacity, your playfulness. Your brand uniqueness is all about you, darling. It's all about you. And so you have to have fun with life. In life, get a life, right? Because until you do, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I got to do this, I got to do that. And you bring yourself down. And I don't like working with people who have that type of mindset, that type of mentality, because it's draining. And my personality is always vitality. I'm always lively. You will always catch me probably 95% of the time. I give myself 5% of, having that emotional imbalance sometimes when I allow people to get to me. because again, I control it. I control me. That's all I have control over. And so 95% of me is always the same. I'm always going to be upbeat. I'm always going to be happy. I'm always going to have this energy that exudes me. And people can feel that even through the phone, through the email, through the text message, every single day, because that's a choice I control. All right. And you have that same control. Now, when it comes to the E, this one is important as well because it's our external influence. It's the image we are putting out into the world. It's how you dress. It's how you look. It's how you wear your hair. It's how you wear your makeup. It's how you position yourself out here in the world. Whether you're going to have purple hair or pink hair, or you're going to wear locks or straight, whatever it is, your external appearance matters. Oh my gosh. Your external appearance matters. Your network matters. Who are the 5 closest people you talk to? Because that is where you're going to get the most of your mindset. I can tell a lot about a person based on who they hang with, based on their network, right? And so you want to have an external influence that is going to attract people and have positive vibes around you. I have been around several people who don't dress the part. They might be smart as all get out, but they don't dress the part, which then hinders them and harms their growth and going higher because, believe it or not, we are in a world where people still judge you. And I'm not one that's judgmental. I truly try not to be judgmental because I know what being judged feels like, and it's not a good thing. But we show people how to treat us by how we show up, how we look, how we take care of ourselves. And that's communicating who you are to the world, okay? Now, let's look at the 8 M's and building your personal brand, all right? So we're gonna talk about mindset, your mission, the message, your mastery, the methodology, your makeover, being memorable, and making money at the same time. All right, so my personal brand intelligence system is all about, 1, your mindset. I said this before, your mindset will take you higher or it will keep you stuck. It's all about your confidence and how you show up. It's your mindset that takes you higher. It's a lot about ridding yourself of toxic energy, your toxic negative beliefs, and the people around you as well. Because a lot of times, the closest friends we have around us rubs off on us. And so you want to be around people who are going to build you up, who are going to excite you and really kind of like promote you to go farther. It's like you be around people that you're not actually in competition, but it's an energy that makes you want to be better every day. What is it like to have a mate that you get to be in their presence and you just want to be better. You just want to become a better person because you're in their presence. You should have friends like that. You should have a mate like that, right? And so you thrive in that. And so then you're looking at your mission. What is the mission that defines your whole company overall? Your purpose. It defines your company. It defines your company for the employees, and it defines your customers. All right. So that when people encounter you, they know who you are. They know what you're about. They know what your company does. They know your employees love you. They can communicate that to you and for you, and your customers or your clients like it, right? And so your mission is your big, big, big goal that you want to accomplish. And sometimes it does not get accomplished in a lifetime. So I always say, dream bigger and watch God top it, right? Your message, your messaging is key to your personal brand and your business brand. It is the key to your stakeholders, your employees, it's your clients, because if they connect with your messaging, then you are going in the right direction. Now, sometimes it might need tweaking as we grow and evolve, but guess what? Your core message will always stay the same because you have clarity about your mission. All right. Your message is clear because you have clarity about your mission and where you're going. It's clearly understood and people can get behind it to create that movement. Now, because we talk about personal branding, I absolutely love and cannot forget, because I'm big on personal mastery. We all have our own unique brilliance. We all are cultivating our brilliance into all that we do. And it's our expertise. It's what we've mastered. It's what we've researched. It's what we've gone to school for sometime, most of the time. It's what we absolutely love learning about. And so it's your mastery. It's your mastery that you get to do for the world that gets to showcase your brilliance, right? You get to have your signature offer, your signature thing that you absolutely get to do, and people pay you for it. People will pay you for your mastery. I will say that again. People will pay you for your mastery. You just got to get clear on it and how to position the messaging around it. The methodology. Because I'm going through this, you get to see my methodology. On two of them, I'm showing you one right now. I just showed you the other one. You have a methodology that you present to your clients or to the world, where you get to drill down your method of doing things, your way of doing things, and it brings results for others, okay? So it brings about results and really achieving those goals. And so you have a methodology that you take people through that you know is going to make them win, right? The overall arching goal is to win, to have positive results, right? So you have a methodology of doing something. And then, of course, your makeover. You know, again, I say we always are evolving. We're always trusting. We're always doing things. And we have to renew our mind. And so a lot of times I get to work with people who need makeovers. Our makeover, because people get to see the old versus the new. We are always looking at, okay, I need to rebrand. I need to say this. I need to do that. I need to come out my shell. All of that. The confidence comes out. And a lot of times we do need makeovers in our appearance. We do need makeovers in our brands. We do need makeovers in our ideas, because sometimes our ideas aren't working. What we're doing is not working. You need a sales makeover. You know, all those times when you said, I should have, I could have, and you're like, oh, I can kick myself in the butt because I knew I should have done that. I should have invested in that. And that goes back into making over your thinking, making over what it is that you know you need to do to conquer the world and be absolutely brilliant in that. Now, you got to be memorable. You got to relate to people. People have to know who you are, what you're doing, why you do it, and create an unforgettable experience in that, because people want to know your uniqueness and how you shine and what you do and the hearts that you touch. And so you want to be memorable as to how people are going to connect with you. When it comes to your personal brand, you're looking at how you are connected with them and what they are doing. So a lot of times we get into the whole storytelling. That's huge because people connect with you based on your relationships. They want to see how they connect with you so that they can see, oh, I got this in common with this person, and you become memorable that way. So you want to do something that's going to create things for you to be memorable, things for you to show up, for them to engage with you so that you can have that unique experience It says, oh my gosh, let me do this, right? That's always key, being memorable. That way, people are going to refer you out. People are going to want to work with you. People are want to connect with you. And so you want to look at being memorable. How can you do that? And then, of course, the last thing is the money strategy. Your bag is what we call it, right? So it's your financial vision. It's flowing through you. It's for you. You're focused on it. A lot of times success does not mean money. Success is whatever success is to you personally. And if money is that equation, absolutely, because money makes things happen, first of all, but success does not only depend on money, all right? But the money is great when you're doing what you absolutely love and you get paid for it. And so you want to have a strategy for you to have multiple streams of income so that you're able to do your big vision and get that out into the world, right? So all of this is about building your resilience, building your becoming who you are, your life, your personal brand, your business brand, and being memorable. So let's look at how to design your personal brand. I'm big on this, huge, because a lot of times the visual aids that we put out there don't represent who we are. And so designing your personal brand is about owning your own brand uniqueness and sharing that with people in the world, your clients, right? So remember I said, your appearance, how you show up matters. Your personal brand represents you. It's your reputation. It precedes you. You remember how we used to be in class, in school, in elementary school, middle school, high school, college. Your reputation preceded you. People knew, the teachers talked, oh, she's the valedictorian. He is the best athlete, or that person's going to go higher. That person's going to, they put labels on you. So how you show up matters. So ladies, I'm speaking to the ladies right now. Having your image out there, I've worked with so many people who have put things out there that they're not proud of later. And it's hard to get past that reputation. And so you have to do reputation management to rebuild your brand and to go in the direction you want to go now. And so a lot of times, I love our bodies, ladies. We are the feminine energy. I love our bodies. How you portray yourself, either too sexy, bougie, ratchet, unladylike. Are you a follower? Are you a low vibration? Or you don't have any goals set for yourself? People can see things from a distance, and a lot of times we don't even know what they're thinking, but we have an idea. Have you ever worn something that you are like, oh my God, my friends didn't tell me I look awful in that? Like, you remember back looking at those pictures back in the day, I wore that, right? So how you show up matters. And so you can portray yourself as one or the other. There are so many other ways, but as a woman of class, ladylike, powerful in her own right, ambitious, professional. She's a leader. She's a boss. She's personable. You get to own your reputation again, and it comes up only for you. So how do you want to be perceived in the world, especially in business? I know that a lot of times we are working as models or the videos or all. You fit this description for what that looks like, but you get to make up how that looks like for you. So own it. Rihanna, she is now a billionaire now. Actually, she's a billionaire. The singer, she has her makeup line. She has her lingerie line. She is doing it. Right? When we first came on the scene, my nieces were young. I'm like, oh, you can't listen to her music. You're not old enough to listen to that kind of music. And I was like, she's too sexy for you. Stop, 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 stop. You're growing up too fast, right? Um, but I love Rihanna. I love how she's become her own woman. She's walking in her own power and she's rocking it, right? She is doing the daggone thing with her own perfume line, lingerie, makeup. I love her makeup. I wear it every day. And she's owning it. So what are you doing? How do you want to see yourself out there? All right. Another fabulous lady is Michelle Obama. She is becoming the woman that she's always dreamed of. She's gone through being first lady and still a mother and a wife, but now she's coming into her own, doing her thing because she supported her husband. Now it's time for her to step out and be her own lady. And so she's doing it. She is doing it in a big, fabulous way. And so how do you want to be perceived? That's the key. So let's look at how to define your personal brand. It's what you do. It's what you really, truly do. You know, we say we do things. Sometimes those things that we do aren't bringing us joy and peace and harmony and vibrancy. So what is it that you really, really, really do, right? So there's a difference. Understand that. What makes you different? What makes you unique, right? So what makes you better than your competition? And I always don't want to say what makes you better than the competition, because that does involve bringing people into that low vibration of imposter syndrome. But how can you level up your personal brand based on others, right? Looking at you every day, how can you level up? What do your customers think about you? That's a good question. What do your customers think about you? If you've been in business for a while, now is a great time to do a survey and send it out to your past customers and your previous customers to ask, what do they think of you? Do you speak to parts of the market that your competitors don't? You have to look at your target audience and drill it down from your target market to the segmentations of your market, to the niche of your market, and speak directly to those pain points that they're having. People will purchase, people will buy, people will notice based on their need or their want. And so you have to look at what it is you are providing for them and what do they think about it. And then do you speak to the parts of that competition for them? All right. And then what are the goals of your brand and your business? What are your business goals? What are your personal brand goals? A lot of times we get caught up in what everybody else is doing, which is why I only have, when I do a competitor analysis with my clients, I only have them look at the top three. 3 is the max. You don't need to look at anything else. There are plenty of people out there who are doing the thing because there's nothing new under the sun, but don't get bogged down and looking at every single person. Find those top 3 that you absolutely like, and you want to see how you can do it better. Okay. Now, creating your personal brand statement. This is how people get to see what you're known for. So this statement defines your target audience and what they can expect to receive from you. No, it is not your title, all right? Nor is it your personal mission statement or your purpose. So I want you to really take time to figure this out. Now, I tell you to look at it. I want to be known for being what? So that I can deliver what to whom? That's a clear one sentence. I want to be known for being what? So I can deliver blank to whom? Okay, take time to write that out. That is going to be the direction in which you go, in which you build your business on, which you build your brand on. I want to be known for being what, so that I can deliver what to whom. Okay. Now, when it comes to your brand essentials, You're looking at your vision statement. Your vision statement for your personal brand and your business brand defines the long-term aspirations. This is what you're going to do behind your why, right? So it's the ultimate good that you want to achieve for your success. Your success, okay? Not someone else's success, your success. You base your success on this. Then you have your mission statement, defining what your purpose is, your scope of work, what you intend for it to do, and what you intend for the world to perceive it as, all right? Based on your journey, your story, your accomplishments, and how you can transform lives, okay? You want your mission statement to be compelling, all right? And then thirdly, you have your brand tagline. This is 2 to 7 words to share what you do. Like we heard Nike, just do it, right? So these are 2 to 7 words to share real quickly on what your brand is all about, okay? Now, don't go past 7 words because a tagline can get very lengthy and you don't want it because it's short and concise. It gives people an idea real quick on what you do, okay? So which is why I have my company, I'm good for putting 2 words together. Just being unique like that. So I know that no one else will have the name. And so I put brand and unique together. I slashed out the U. So I put brand unique, right? I created my own word, which 1 is different, but 2, it shares with you exactly what I do. I do brand development, personal and business, right? And so my tagline is be and live your brand. Be and live your brand. It's 5 words, right? And tells you exactly what that is. You're going to be every single day. You're becoming every single day. I love the word be, B-E, because it's my initials backwards. But we're always becoming, we're always evolving, and we're living life every day. And we're living our brand every day. And so be and live your brand. That's my tagline, right? You don't have to get that deep on it, but it's sometimes really good too, because a lot of times we just don't know what to say. And I always close my talks out with be and live your brand. Be and live your brand. That's who you are. Be and do that, okay? So you want to have it where it's catchy and it's memorable. Now let's look at your market. Now, again, you have your target market. Your target market is the huge market where women, people will say, oh, women. Okay, what type of women? And you start narrowing it down to your segmentation. And your segmentation is what parts of the woman. Is it women in Africa? Is it women here? Is it women at this particular age group? Is it women with this particular education? You want to look at all the segmenting that you have to offer to that particular audience. And then you take that to your niche. You drill it down even more because that's where you're going to get the bigger bucks, because you're drilling down to the niche and you know that these people need what you have to offer, right? And so you're drilling it down, and that's where the more you drill down, the more unique you can get, the more value you can bring, which will allow you to charge premium pricing, okay? So all of that said, knowing those, you have your sweet spot, which I call them your divine clients. These are your divine clients. They'll pay you your worth. They get you, they know who you are, and you get to do this. You get to do it. And then you're attracted. You are attracted to them. They are attracted to you, and they get you. Okay? Then I always say, how you enter into the marketplace is how people will perceive you, right? How people will perceive you. Now let's look at this. I use my analogy here. Your flea market. These are people who have that $5 mentality where they only want to put very minimum into building their brand, owning their brand. And so they will find and go to Fiverr and do these shortcut things that will get them looking like everybody else. Common, right? You fit in because you look like everybody else. That flea market mentality, right? That $5 mentality. Then you have the mall level, which is average. You have your upscale, and you have different levels in between the mall, right? Which is not a bad thing, essentially, when you're building and growing and starting out. So you have the mall level, which means you're trying to attract, the average person. You're trying to attract similar to some of everybody. But when you have your boutique is a niche. It is premium because everyone's not going to have it. One, because everyone probably can't afford it. And people see the value in paying for something. And so these people are the ones who absolutely love what you have to offer. They will pay you your worth. They will pay you your worth. And you get to actually work with a smaller amount of people, but charge more, okay? So looking at it this way, your personal brand is an extension of who you are on the inside. Therefore, what you do and think and how you feel and what you know to be your worth. We pay for what we love. We pay for what we want because it becomes an extension of who we are, right? And so you have to build the inside up so that the outside can feel and look your best too. Now, I go into my whole spiel when you come into my master classes on pricing your worth and your value. A lot of times we price based on our feelings and what we think people have in their wallet and purse, when you should not be looking at what's in somebody's wallet and purse. You know the value you bring, you price accordingly. You don't price according to someone's emotions or your emotions. Oh, and we're, as women, a lot of times, we are very susceptible to, oh my gosh, they can't afford it. I got a heart for them, and you want to give the stuff away. You want to talk that small level dialect where I help people. Okay, I don't like that. When it comes to pricing your worth, you want to show how you do that. You transform lives. You want to speak with power and not speak negatively or devalue your worth, right? And so you price accordingly. Wouldn't it be better to have work with a small amount of people who will pay premium pricing? But that's the way you don't even have to continuously go and go and go. I got to catch this dollar. I got to get this dollar, like Walmart, right? They got to get more people in to get volumes of product sold versus having someone who pays you your worth, who pays the premium pricing, and you don't have to run and try to get dollar after dollar and dollar, right? Because they get it. They get you, okay? Now, when it goes to your messaging, looking at your message, you are speaking directly to your niche's pain points. You're looking at what's best for them and how you can solve that. You're looking at that through your tone, your voice, your features, and the benefits you offer based on what you have to offer for them. All right. And so your messaging is clear, it's concise, it speaks directly to them, and they absolutely get it when they hear, like, oh my gosh, that's talking to me. Right. And so they connect with that. That's how you want your messaging to be. Right. You want it to be bold. You want it to be sassy. You want it to be whatever that is, but you're speaking to their pain points because that's how they're going to be relatable to you. That's how they're going to be attracted to you. And their ears will perk up so that they can hear, like, oh, she understands. That's what I'm talking about. I couldn't articulate that yet. I knew the feeling, but I couldn't put any words around it. And that is when your words, your messaging draws people off that blog or off that video or off that post, or off that magazine or out of your television. Like, it draws people to you. Okay. Then you're looking at your components of your brand. And so these are the components of your brand strategy. So you first, again, like I mentioned, you always have a vision and a mission. Always. That's your guiding light, your vision and your mission. And once you have that clarity, then you're able to articulate, okay, my brand voice, my tone, my logo speaks to this, my tagline speaks to this. All of that speaks to what your brand mission and vision is. All right. Then you have your brand story, which is your reputation. So you have a brand story that's going to connect people with you. People relate to people who have stories, right? And so you have a brand story that's going to attract people to you because you're going to share it in such a way that's compelling, that's heartwarming, and it's going to click with people. And then you have your core values and beliefs, your perception of how things are because of our experiences, our upbringing from our parents. All of those things are connected to your beliefs, which really root into your core values, how you actually feel and dream and live by, all right? And then you push that into your company culture because your company culture is an extension of who you are. Your company culture is how people are going to perceive not only you, but your employees and how they operate the company because they have to be on board for your core values and believe in what you do. Then you have to have your pricing and promotion, okay? Price accordingly, price according to the value you bring, but not the talent. I mean, not the time, okay? You price according to your value you bring, but not your time. You need to get out of charging, playing with that lightly, because a lot of times we are just charging for our dollars. We're charging for trading dollars for cents, trading dollars for hours. Like, you got to stop that mindset and price according to the value, okay? Then you have to have a brand strategy, one that's going to catapult you throughout, all right? You have to position yourself. So you have to have a strategy and not do things haphazardly just because it's something to do. If that does not fit into your whole entire brand, don't do it, all right? So let's look at a few things. Let's look at your strengths. I'm sure you heard of, and if you have not, your SWOT analysis. And so I do this with clients because I get a feel for who they are and how they see themselves too. All right. So a SWOT analysis is your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. So your strengths are, what is your unique brilliance? What makes you different? Your key differentiators. What makes you amazing based on who you are and your offer and how you do business. Okay. Your weaknesses, what do you need to get a grasp on, a better understanding on, and what can you do better about doing that? And then you have your opportunities. Okay, now what? I got this opportunity. What can I do now? What can I leverage now? What can I do now? Can I think outside the box that's going to bring me more clients? It's going to bring more income, streams of income, all that. You want to look at the opportunity. I just finished having my Bigger, Bolder You conference and I'm getting ready to do it again. So you want to create a conference where you have momentum that continues to build and grow and share. All right, because people love being a part of something. So if you're having a conference and you're needing speakers and you have to get it done, people love to be needed, right? So have a conference, a summit that portrays your